Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Magic the Gathering set explorations on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. I am stuttering today because we have wildfires going on from northern Canadian land, and it is causing me to have, difficulty speaking. But speaking of polluted air, Cloud decided that the next step that we're going to be doing a set exploration for is going to be Mirrodin Besieged. This is the a storyline where Phyrexia is actually invading Mirrodin. And it's kind of weird because, well, it's actually a very small set. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because Phyrexia is invading Mirrodin, we actually have some interesting keywords to play with again. Specifically, Infect, and that is where my deck specifically is leaning on. I'm going to be running Rakdos. I'm going to be running Rakdos Infect as
dear.
as my primary win con. Although, because it's Rakdos Infect, it's going to be a bit slower than it's supposed to be. I actually like the set in general, but mostly due to a lot of the interesting artifacts that we get access to. Mirrodin has got a lot of really cool artifacts floating around in it, and I'm running a decent number of them. As for Mr. Cloud,
I am running Azorius Myrs. I'm gonna assume they're called Myrs, not Myrs.
Yeah, Myrs.
See, for a while I was calling them Myrs, as in the Myr type artifact creatures that all look like little adorable little doctor's masks, like from back in the day. But it sounds too much like Merfolk.
Mm-hmm.
These are not Merfolk. These are Myrs. These are artificial constructs that reside in the land of Mirrodin, whose humble home has been disturbed by the invasion of the destructive Phyrexians.
Alright, so, are we ready to begin?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm ready for this.
Alright, let us begin. Alright, and roll die.
And
my die rolls are always terrible.
I was supposed to roll the die first. What did you roll? I rolled a 1.
4.
Okay, so you rolled the higher one.
Okay, I guess I will go first then, yeah.
What are you talking about? Oh, right, because you got the high roll. I'm going to keep my hand.
Yeah, I'm going to keep mine too. Alright, we're going to open with a Swamp, and we will pass.
Oh, you didn't have any turn 1 plays. Which I'm not surprised. Like, this set is extremely small. As a matter of fact, this set is so small that it took me a couple of attempts to figure out what are the correct colors to run in order to run a viable construct. I'm going to play an island during my main phase, and I will end my turn.
Alright. Thankfully, I do actually have a turn 2 play. I'll put down this Swamp, and then I will spend 2 in order to cast the Viridian Claw.
Well, yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Viridian Claw makes it so that in the event that the blocking creature has Infect, that the Infect creature does not get a chance to distribute -1/-1 counters if it dies during the first strike combat step. I'm going to play 2 and cast the Plague Mirror.
Hi, Plague Mirror.
He's going to help me ramp up.
Alright, I'm going to put down a mountain, then I'm going to spend 3 in order to cast the Septic Rat.
Oh, shit. What, Infect and First Strike? Defending.
Well, he doesn't have First Strike natively, but...
Right, but you can give it to him for only 1, which is pretty damn good, bro. Now, with my increased mana supply, what can I do to retaliate? Mostly nothing. Let me see. So you're trying to poison me, huh?
Yep.
I don't take kindly to being poisoned, because in Magic the Gathering, Infect is somewhat of an archaic keyword at this point because they decided that Toxic is more appropriate for modern games where you can make explosive game potential while not upsetting your opponent. My move is I'm going to pay 3 and I'm going to cast the Brass Squire.
Ooh.
He's the only mirror in this set that does not have the word mirror in his name. And then I'm going to end my turn.
Alright then.
Do your worst.
I mean, I'm not going to be able to do that much worse, but I will put down the swamp. I am going to equip my Mirrodin Claw onto my septic rats.
By paying the mountain for the cost. Okay, so now it's a 3/2 with first strike in fact.
Yep. And you know what? Yeah, we're going to spend 3 in order to cast this Piston Sledge. And Piston Sledge on its ETB will also attach to my septic rats. So now my septic rats is a 6/3. Yeah, he's a 6/3. And I'm going to swing with my septic rats.
Okay, swinging for 6 with infect. I'm going to declare 0 blockers.
Okay, so you get 6 poison counters.
All right, so this right here, this has. Wow, that is a really good quality of life upgrade they made for Cockatrice recently. Is now I can see what color the counters are before I put them on. This player has 6 poison counters on him.
All right, and with that, I will end.
In the event that the player takes on 10 or more poison counters, they automatically lose the game. Let's see. I'm going to play an island. And then... Jeez. What do I do here? Well, I don't want to start swinging at you with Infect, because Infect is not my win con. Plague Mirror is just here to get me more mana. But if I absolutely have to, I'll poison the fucking shit out of you, bro. I'm going to go into combat, and I'm going to swing into you for 1.
All right. I'll declare no blockers, and I will take 1.
All right. All right. And now it's your turn.
Ooh. All right. Good. I got my second mountain, meaning I can actually do something this turn. I can spend 2 in order to cast the Goblin War Driver.
He has Battle Cry.
He does. You know what? Let's put you in a terrible situation. I'm going to swing with my septic rats again.
During your declare attacker step. Thank you. I'm going to pay 5. And I'm going to cast the Quicksilver Geyser.
All right.
Return up to 2 target non-land permanents to their owner's hands. And those non-land permanents are going to be the Septic Rats and... Thinking. Right, because Piston Sledge doesn't require mana. It just requires that you sacrifice an artifact first. Goblin War Driver, however, does not have Infect, and I technically still have the lead right now because poison counters do not count towards the life point win condition. I'm gonna also, but how much did you pay to get War Driver out? 2? Okay. I'm gonna also target the, where is it? I'm gonna target the Mirrodin Claw.
All right. So
now both of these non-land permanents go back to your hand, and the Piston Sledge is unattached.
No. Okay.
So now you don't have any attacking creatures.
No, that is correct. Anyway, during my main phase 2, I'll spend 3 in order to cast the Septic Rats.
Wait, what? You had to. Oh, right, because you only paid 2 to get the War Driver out.
Yep.
All right, that's fine.
And I will end.
Cool. You just fell right into my trap. Fuck, I don't have the correct colors. So that means I'm gonna... Oh my god, really? Both of your creatures have fucking 2 toughness? Damn, dude. Okay, then in that case, I'm just gonna end my turn again.
All right, then. Ooh, that is nice. Gonna put down a swamp and...
I swear to God, if you poison me to death this game...
Well, that is my win con, Mr. Cloud. I'm gonna spend 1 in order to cast Virulent Wound on your Plague Mirror.
Put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. When that creature dies, its controller gets a poison counter. Okay? So the Plague Mirror is going to take on a poison counter. This one. And then because now it's a toughness 0 creature that it dies, and then because it dies, I get poisoned again. So now I'm up to 7 counters.
All right. Next, I'm going to spend 2 in order to cast the Mirrodin Claw. And then I'm going to spend 1 in order to equip the Mirrodin Claw onto my Septic Rats.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to swing with my Goblin War Driver and my Septic Rats. Because you are poisoned, Septic Rats becomes a 4-2, a 4-3 with first strike. And no. It's
you got to account for the battle cry ability too.
Yeah.
So it's
he is
a power
5
creature.
With first strike.
At the end of your declare attacker step, thank you. I'm going to pay 3. I'm going to cast the Master's Call.
Okay.
Put 2 1/1 mirror tokens into play.
All right.
Okay, so now that I have 2 1/1 mirror tokens that I did not have a second ago when we proceeded to the blocking step, now I can declare one of these tokens as a blocker on the rat.
Okay.
So I'm going to block the rat, and I'm going to not block... Wait, no, what the fuck am I doing? Of course I'm going to block the War Driver. He only has 2 power. I'm going to block the War Driver with the Squire.
Okay, so as we move the damage, you lose 1 token.
One of my tokens is dead. It takes the hit, and Brass Squire survives this combat.
Indeed. All right. Yeah, with that, I will end.
Coolest. Okay. You only have 1 card in your hand?
Yep.
Oh, for the love of G. Nuts, dude. I'm going to put an island down for the land play. I'm going to pay 3. I'm going to cast the Mirror Welder.
Okay, then.
The Mirror Welder has Imprint. However, I do not currently have any artifact cards in my graveyard that have activated abilities.
And you can't tap him right now anyway.
I can't tap him because he has Summoning Sickness. I have to keep hitting you as often as I can. So I am going to go into combat. I'm going to swing into you for 2 with the 1/1 mirror and the Brass Squire.
All right, I'll take 2.
Okay, so I still have the lead, albeit I'm heavily poisoned right now, and I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. We're going to put down another mountain. Unfortunately, I don't really want to actually use to equip my Piston Sledge right now. Although, equip is sorcery speed, right?
Correct. You cannot use equip abilities except during the main phase.
All right, so I'm going to swing with my Septic Rats and my Goblin War Driver, meaning my Septic Rats is once again a 5-3, and my War Driver is still a 2-2.
Before you end your declare attacker step, I'm going to pay another 3, and I'm going to cast another Master's Call.
All right.
I'm going to create another 2 1/1 mirror tokens. Now we can go to the blocking step. Okay, thank you. One of these mirror tokens is going to die for me in the name of life. The Mirror Welder is going to absorb the damage from the Goblin War Driver.
Okay.
Now, does Goblin War Driver give all of your creatures? It gives other attacking creatures.
Yeah, other attacking creatures. He himself does not gain +1/+0.
All right. Well, let's go to the damage step.
Okay. So you lose a token, and Mirror Welder takes 2 damage.
All right. The Mirror are a resilient race of artificial creatures.
They are. Okay, and with that, I will end.
Okay, now for the love of G, can I actually get an equipment artifact, please? Interesting. Right, he distributes damage in the form of -1/-1 counters to creatures, and because I'm poisoned, every time it attacks, it gets +1/+0. So every time this creature comes to hit me, it could have as much as 6 damage. That's a lot of damage. Okay. I am going to pay 1. I'm going to cast the Flare Husk.
Ooh, all right.
Flare Husk is a living weapon. Living weapons.
It's a germ token.
It's an equipment that automatically becomes equipped to a creature. So this germ is now a 1/1.
Mm-hmm.
I can also I also have a couple options. I can also move the Flare Husk onto one of my existing creatures, or I could use the Brass Squire's ability to move that equipment to any creature I like.
Yeah.
At the moment, I really have to be careful that you don't try to remove any of my blockers. Albeit, I do not think it's likely because you only stand to have 2 cards in your hand at the start of your next turn. Combat time. I'm going to swing into you for... I'm going to swing into you for 3.
Alright.
With these 3.
Yep. Okay, I will take 3.
Okay, I think I'm getting an advantage here. I'm going to end my turn now.
Alright then. Ooh.